Hey everybody, Brian here with Substance TV, and you know what? I love Christmas. Well, hold on. What do you want? You want to be on here, Avery? Well, I was just going to tell them about Christmas gifts. You like Christmas gifts? Well, I was going to tell them, like, okay, it's the end of the year. It's just a few days before Christmas, and you forgot to get your friends a gift, right? So what do? Do you know? Well, you find creative ways to give gifts this Christmas, and that's what we're going to tell everybody about. You want to help me out with that? Okay, excellent. So Avery, my friend, my pal, my son, is going to help me out, and we're going to tell you some very creative, interesting, cheap, and free gifts that you can give this holiday season, even though you don't have a lot of time left. Let's start with the grand poobah, right? So everybody's got a Wii U, right? What do you do with your old Wii?
We go in here and we go and put presents to everybody.
Well, that is a good idea. Instead of selling it to like GameStop or somebody and getting like nothing for it, why not give it to a family member or a friend who's wanting a Wii but couldn't get one anyway? We got this Wii here. I don't have any use for it anymore, so I can give it away as a gift that normally would cost like, $130. And now I can just give it away to them, and it looks like, oh, I spent a little money on them, but I'm giving it to a good cause. Now, another idea is if you've got a gamer who likes old retro games, like you like old retro games? Okay, perfect. See, I do too. So if you like old retro games, and you got a buddy who does too, you can look at some of the older games that maybe you have in your library. For instance, here, we've got a couple good examples here. We've got Batman for the Nintendo, which, you like Batman, right? Who doesn't like Batman? Or, if you don't have them have an NES, maybe you could say give them the gift of Gunstar Heroes, because that's another amazing game for the Sega Genesis that everybody loves, or if they don't, they should love it. So, there you go. Hey, thanks, Avery. You're such a good helper. You know that? So then, there's the option of, what if, as you're going through and you're buying games, sometimes you buy too many games, right? So what do you do with the excess games? Like, for instance, I have here Jet Force Gemini and Blast Corps. I bought them the other day, and I was like, oh, hey, great, I love these games. I don't have them, I should put them in my collection. And guess what, Avery? I had them. I actually had the games in my collection. Could you believe that? What do? I've got these extra games again. Go ahead, wrap these up, give them to a friend if they've got an N64. They're going to like it, and you wouldn't have any use for it anyway, so give these away. Another couple good examples here that I have extras of. A great game, Shinobi for the PS2. We've talked about it before. We love it. It's great. You love Shinobi? He's a ninja. And then, of course, Sin and Punishment for the Wii, a little newer title that I have a few extra copies of. Give that away. All right, now, moving on to the next idea. Look, we all do this. We buy games, and we leave them in the shrink wrap. We leave them sealed, and we're like, we're going to play them, right? So here's a few examples of games I got. I got Soul Calibur 5, which is a great game. I just haven't ever gotten around to it. We got Twisted Metal sealed. Another great game, haven't gotten around to it. And then a game like Resistance 3. Another great game, I just haven't gotten around to playing it. If you're wanting to give somebody a gift, but you don't want to give them something that's, not sealed or wrapped, if you want it to look like you actually spent money, this is an easy way. Find those sealed games on your shelves.
And you can get someone who can get a movie.
A movie, exactly. Like what?
Yeah, my gas car, and the new car movie, the Libra movie.
Those are all great movies. So you can give those movies away to people is what you're saying. I think that's a great idea. Avery just had a great idea. I don't know how to think of it. If you've got Blu-ray movies like that you're not watching, that's another option. You give away a Blu-ray movie you don't have. Now, one other idea is, let's say you've got a brand new game, right? You just bought this game and you just beat it. And maybe you're a person who buys a game and you play it once and that's it. Instead of selling it for what you get, $35, right? You don't want to just sell it for $35. Go get a game like, for instance, Dead or Alive 5. Love the game. It's an amazing game. I don't play it right now. And it's pretty brand new. So instead of going out and buying it brand new, you can just give this to a friend. Now, one other idea, you might have to get to know some game store employees possibly. But if you do, towards the end of the year, a lot of these game stores are getting rid of boxes and stuff. Like, sometimes, if you're nice enough, they'll give you these. So, like, for instance, this is a few years back, but I have here a Super Smash Brothers Brawl honkin' big box for the Wii, and this is something they put out in display. Stop by, see if they got anything, just ask them. I mean, it doesn't hurt to ask. What are they gonna say, Avery? What's the worst they could say?
Shoot guns, get boxes, sit on couches.
Those are all possibilities. They could shoot guns, they could get boxes, or sit on couches. Now, I don't know what the best option is, but I doubt they'll do either of those. They'll probably be nice and see what they got. And then, again, it's a free gift, it's cool, it's unique, and you can give it away. Now, the last idea I have is probably the cheapest of all the ideas. Most of these ideas, if you look at the Wii, this is stuff you already own, really. You've already got in your collection. This is something you're going to have to go out and buy, but it's pretty cheap. As everyone knows, Nintendo Power had their last issue. So, who is this, Avery?
Mario.
That's right, that's Mario. We got this last issue of Nintendo Power, which, if you got this, it had a little special poster in it. So you purchase this for a friend, open it up, we got this issue, and go down to, say, like Hobby Lobby, Michael's, or any of your craft stores, buy yourself a frame. And this poster that came in the magazine is actually pretty cool. It's got all the issues of Nintendo Power from 1988 till 2012.
And
so,
sing.
where do you get one of those? Or do you make it?
You make it inside it, and it goes to a different place. And then it goes to the washer, and then it goes to the cradle machine, and then it goes out of the machine, and then it goes, and then the man gets the cake in the big door behind it. Then it goes off on the road. Then he goes to Grandma's house, and he takes it to the door, and he knocks on it, and then he gives it to him, and the mama was so happy, and she keeps it in his house.
Wow, that's a great idea, Avery. Do you think I should do that for my mama?
Uh-huh.
I'm gonna do that for my mom. Why didn't I think of it? That's a perfect idea. So yeah, here's this poster here that it's a fold out, and we just have it here in a little like $10 frame, $15 frame, depending on where you go. And it's got all the issues, all 250 issues from 1988 to 2012. So you give them this issue, which is cool, if they're a Nintendo fan, and then you give them this poster frame, and again, it costs you about 20 bucks, but it's gonna mean a lot to them because you took the time to frame it, put it in something nice, and it's cheap too. You don't even have to pay 60 bucks for a game. You could do this for 3 friends for the same cost that you'd buy a new game. So, anyway, I hope this has been helpful. If you like this video, of course, rate, give us your comments. If you've got any cool gifts or any cool gift ideas, let us know. Post in the comments below. And of course, if you also enjoyed this video, subscribe for more goodness from Substance TV. And we'll see you later, right?
Yeah, and everybody, if you want to get a cake, you ask everybody if you want to get a cake, and they will give a cake to you.
Excellent words of advice this Christmas. Merry Christmas, everybody. We'll see you guys later. Bye.
Bye.
You have anything else you want to say? You got anything else you want to say to the camera?
And you can get a game if you want to get a game. Tell everybody if you want to get a game, and get a game, and get a game to go to pbskids.org.
To pbskids.org? Really? That's pretty good, huh? Okay. I like that.